This is Embrace Our Place, and you're watching 3LW TV. Yay!
I finally have arrived downtown Brooklyn after a hellish journey from Manhattan. No Brooklyn-bound service on the F train, so you got to walk and transfer, just madness every which way. So anyway, I finally have made it here. I'm going to catch up with Sean Michael Rogers, who spearheads the new network Embrace, and find out what's going on with all of that. Shall we?
Everything from a game show to a talk show, a late night talk show, a morning talk show, musicals, a cooking show, everything that you possibly think of that reflects the LGBTQI community will be on Embrace.
My show is called it's called Living Your Truth on Embrace, and I'm helping not change America, but I just want to provoke thought in the minds of many so that they can see, okay, I can identify with this, I can see this happening in my life, and then they can start bringing about the positive creation for themselves.
This show is going to deal with political issues, legislation, other important topics of the day that are relevant to the LGBTQI community.
It's trying to explain politics and put forth politics in a very normal, regular way, in a normal, conversational way, so that our community can become more interested and hopefully become more active.
What do you see as the number one issue facing the LGBT community right now, politically?
Politically, the number one issue facing the LGBT community right now is we need to look at ways that we can get candidates that support our community into elected office to repeal things such as the fact that Don't Ask, Don't Tell is still in effect, that in 29 states you can still be fired solely for being gay or lesbian, you can be refused housing, you can be refused employment. The Defense of Marriage Act is still in place, and until that is repealed, we're not likely to see widespread acceptance of same-sex marriage, and hate crimes legislation needs to be strengthened and perfected so that we can walk on our own streets at any time without fear.
Perspectives is about 5 women that come together from 5 different backgrounds and orientations and discuss women as a whole.
Ideally, I would like to have 5 different women from different walks of life, be it, we do want to have one ally, so, a straight person, but, gay, bisexual, however they identify, maybe no labels, whatever, but from different ethnicities.
I'm trying to figure out what is going to be different about perspectives and say from watching Oprah or The View.
So we're going to have gay women and straight women, and we're all going to be discussing. We're going to open this up. We're going to open some subjects up, and we're going to talk about things you probably would not hear.
Right,
you know what I mean? You would not hear Whoopi
right.
Goldberg talking about certain things. You know, this is going to be like this is going to be an empowerment.
One of the things that I really look forward to about our show is that we really get to speak our minds and not have to format it so that we don't hurt feelings. It's going to be very unapologetic.
A show called Can You Change the Game? It's a hip-hop competition, a gay hip-hop competition. I'm trying to show the rappers the essence of hip-hop. I'm trying to teach them the essence of hip hop.
What is the essence of hip hop?
You know, back in the days, hip hop was, you know, all about the parties,
Right.
and, you know, say ho and having a good time. Now everybody just want to shoot each other.
Right.
It's stupid. It's stupid. And now they just stinky legging and all. No, I'm not having it. I don't like it.
How should artists balance being gay with hip hop?
Be you. That's how I see you. Be you. I mean, I know that the industry's gonna look down upon it, but I mean, you just be you.
It's like kind of a morning variety show, and pretty much we're just doing a whole bunch of any and everything on there. What we do want mostly is for our audience to see themselves on our show. You can't go to any other station and really see themselves, especially in a serious format. You know, it's always some kind of comedic undertone for it, and it's just, here's the place where you can be you know, on the Embrace Network.
Most people know you from the dy'ari show.
Yes, most people know me from the dy'ari show.
Which can sometimes be described as a hot mess.
Unlike the show that was called Hot Mess.
Right, much unlike.
Yeah.
But tell me this. Your show is doing well. You're on Q Nation FM. And why would you switch to come to Embrace?
I'm bringing the personality and pizzazz to Embrace, in the sense of being a late night show. My radio show is not a late night show, and even thinking about how other radio personalities have made the transformation from, you know, radio to TV, I wanted to do something different, and late night was something that hasn't been done yet. I mean, Wendy's got her daytime thing, you know, and Howard has the cameras in the studio.
Right.
So for me, it was like, well, how can I be different? And
So now, like Wendy, will you be less sensational on television than you are on radio?
no, I don't see why not. I'm bringing it, man. I'm going to piss people off on TV probably more than on radio.
It's a place where you can see pretty much our entire LGBTQI community.
Yeah, I'm like, I get dizzy with all those labels. I was like, what? What are we this week?
Everybody's going to have some type of prejudice or some type of racism, but there's not a fine line between preference and prejudice.
Right.
See, that's what's really killing our community.
Right.
Because you think that you have to be with a black man, you have to be with this type of man, you have to have this type of job, and then your nightlife is where you start, well, I'm so tired of thinking about these other things, and that's where you slip up, and then just, goddamn it, you got the goodbyes. And that's what's going on with people.
Why do you think people think that you're so polarizing?
I think because I say what's on people's minds. I've noticed when I first came into this, you know, the industry was, people wanted to say things, that people were saying things behind the scenes, but no one was willing to say it on air. Just go with it and have the balls to say it. You know, listen, I think you were a hot mess. I think you needed to be sober. You know, you were, you know, it's a problem. You know, stuff like that. I mean, I think that if we're going to have an industry, we have to have someone keep us in check.
I take it you won't be talking about Sarah Palin a lot.
No,
will you?
Well, it depends on what political developments come up as time goes by. This is a very important year with midterm elections in Congress, major legislation relevant to our community being addressed in state houses, in Washington, and on the local level. And who knows what Sarah Palin's plans are for the future and how they may impact us. We may be hearing from her again.
The circuit parties, they might happen at the same time.
Right,
but there's the for her and the for him.
Right,
So,
right.
y'all over here at that hotel, we over here at this hotel,
Exactly.
we might pass on the way to dinner, hey,
Exactly.
So I would like to see more
There definitely needs to be more
unity.
inclusion. I mean, I know that Houston, their splash event is definitely, you know, male over here and women over here, although it's at the same time.
Right.
And, you know, one of the, you know, things that, the way I look at it is kind of like with civil rights. You know, if you're a light-skinned black or a dark-skinned black, you both got to get on the back of the bus. So we need to unite together to be able to tackle the issues that affect us as a community.
WTV.